Good morning. Let's talk one-step algebra. I think you're going to like this because it does a lot with our inverse operations that we learned about yesterday. Remember that addition and subtraction are opposite of each other and multiplication and division are opposite of each other. So one-step algebra, I think you're going to like. So let's do some examples. Remember, if I'm writing, you're writing. Example 1, let's have 37 plus a is equal to 43. Is that big enough for you guys? It might be big enough, but you can't see it. Sorry. We'll try that. Okay. 37 plus a equals 43. So first question you should ask is, what's happening to the variable? A is the variable. What's happening to a? Well, a is being added by 37. So then we should do the inverse of that, or the opposite. Inverse of adding, subtraction. So we're going to subtract 37 from both sides of the equals. Big deal, really big deal. There are 8th graders who are still having trouble with this, and it makes algebra, linear equations, all that kind of stuff a little difficult. Quite difficult. All right, so subtract from both sides the 37. So we're going to do the inverse operation. 37 minus 37, 0, and 0 plus a is a. 43 minus 37, oh, that's a little tougher. Let's see. Well, from 37 to 40 is 3, and from 40 to 43 is another 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So I'm going to say it's worth 6. How do we check it? That's right. Substitute the value of the variable. Where there's an a, I'm going to put a 6 in the original equation. And 37 plus 6, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Oh, 43. Yay, us. Okay, I love it when a plan comes together. Well, we won't do a lot of examples today. I want to give you a lot of time to work. But example 2. Let's say we have 51, and we're going to say that's equal to z minus 12. Okay, we could do this. It's set up a little different. We can do this. So first thing I look for is the variable. Okay, what's happening to the variable? Well, it's being subtracted by 12. So what's the inverse of subtract 12? Plus 12. Plus 12. Oh, I got to add 12 on this side, because what you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to the other side of the equal sign to keep it equal. Would you agree that adding 12 is equal to adding 12? Yes. You don't have to put that there. Sometimes I like to. Most times I don't. Okay, let's do this. 51 plus 12. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay? Z minus 12 plus 12. Well, negative 12 and positive 12 cancel each other out, making 0, and you're left with z. How do we check it? Substitute the value of the variable. Where there's a z, I'll put my 63. Oops, wrong symbol. And then 63 minus 12. I like to do it this way. 3 minus 2 is 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 51. Yes. Ooh, I hope you were able to see all of that. Pretty close, pretty close. I can move you down again because we're going to move to the right. Okay, so we've done an example with addition and we've done an example of subtraction. Let's do an example with multiplication. Example 3. Multiplication. I'll try to write a little bigger because I know it's getting further away. Let's see. Multiplication. How about 30 is equal to, let's make it easy on ourselves, 3p. Okay, we can handle this. 3 times something equals 30. here's my variable. First question, what's happening to the variable? Well, Miss D, the variable is being multiplied by 3. Okay, what's the inverse of multiplication? Division. So if we're multiplying by 3, I must need to now divide by 3. Okay, 30 divided by 3 is 10. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 1 times p is p. Oh, we better check it. That's right. Substitute the value of the variable, so we should have 30 is equal to 3 times 10. What's 3 times 10? 10, 20, 30. Oh, it's 30. Yay, us. Bonus. All right, let's do another one. Example 4, let's do one that's dividing. So if we have a variable, let's say q, and we're going to divide q by 4, and we're going to say that that's equal to, let's see, that's equal to 8. Okay, so we got q divided by 4 is equal to 8. Okay, first question, what's happening to the variable? Q divided by 4, well, we're dividing by 4, awesome. What's the inverse of divide by 4? Multiply by 4. There's a couple ways you can write this. I do not suggest writing it like this, because this little guy often means it's a variable. Use the elevated dot, or write it, because we're multiplying, we can write it out here to the sides. But if we want to write it vertically, I would say multiply by 4, and see how my decimal is very elevated. Don't get lazy on that. I sometimes get lazy. We've got to be better, okay? Elevated dot means multiply by 4. Okay, 8 times 4. If you need to do that on a calculator, or you need to count that on your fingers, or you need to use a multiplication chart, it's totally fine. Use what you need to in order to get where you need to go. All right, now here's how you can think about this side. Q divided by 4 times by 4. If we know that divide and times by the same thing cancel each other out, we're good. Here's what's really happening. When you are multiplying by 4, you're multiplying by 4 over 1. Okay? And then you have 4 times q is 4q. And 1 times 4 is 4. And then 4 divided by 4 is 1, and so they cancel out, and you're left with q. That's what's really happening. So q is equal to 32. Yeah, we're going to check it. Substitute the value of the variable. 32 divided by 4 should equal 8, and 32 divided by 4, 4, 8. Oh, this is going to be a good test for me. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 24, 28, 32. That was one round 5 to this one. 5 plus 3 is 8. Yeah! Boom! Okay? One-step algebra. That's the last thing we're going to learn in this grid. And then tomorrow you'll have a test. Or today, I guess, if you're doing all your math in one day. One-step algebra is the extent of this grid. There will be another algebra grid where we will learn more algebra, because we need to do multi-step, multi-variable, a lot of fun stuff. But we'll do that after break. Good luck.